Yeah, let's do it.
All right, here we go, Juice. And you like making fun of my
Where's the Snoopy cup, man?
tea? It's Christmas time.
You're such a teetotaler.
It's because I'm English.
So am I, but you don't see me sucking down tea.
I don't know. I've been drinking that peppermint tea because I don't have caffeine.
Oh, yeah.
And it helps me like hydrate a little better.
Only I drink my tea like a real Englishman.
What's that?
I put sugar and milk in mine.
Do you put Jameson in there?
No. No, I don't like Jameson.
I don't like whiskey. I don't drink anymore, but I used to know. I didn't like brown stuff in general back when I was a drinker. So
I did.
I was a vodka man. So
I
like gin too.
See, I loved it. I can't stand.
I can taste it right now.
I don't like vodka either.
I like all of that.
I like Crown Royal and tequila. That is it.
Tequila makes me get shivers thinking about it.
Oh, not me. I love that stuff.
You're serious.
That's a nectar of the gods.
You're serious about this crap, weren't you? So, anyways, all right. So what we got today, Juice?
We got all kind of stuff today.
I've got mental issues, but besides that,
the
thin blue line,
about
right?
That. Oh, yeah.
So I was looking up articles on this, and they kept wanting to talk about the flag with the blue line in it. I'm like, I want the actual thing. You know what I mean? It said it's a symbol that represents the law enforcement community in the United States. Has been used on flags, patches, and other memorabilia. That's a hard word to say. To show support for law enforcement officers and to honor those who have lost their lives in the line of duty.
Right.
The term,
this started in England.
England. Yeah, it's got Churchill walking out and the police officer saluting him here in the picture on the thing. The term thin blue line was first used in the United Kingdom where it referred to blue uniforms worn by police officers. The bobbies.
Yes.
Right. The phrase is popularized in TV and Dragnet and all that. Okay. It represents the idea that law enforcement officers are the barrier that stands between chaos and order. You think it does?
Absolutely true.
I like police officers. I'm glad they're out there.
I like good police officers.
Okay. You had to clarify that with good, right?
Yes.
Most of them are good.
Yes, most of them.
Then you get that one that just ruins everything.
Yes.
So,
that guy.
That guy. Now, people confuse it with the what?
The blue wall.
The blue wall. That means if you're caught behind the blue wall, you'll never get in trouble type thing.
Right. Oh, my brothers will protect me.
Mm-hmm.
No.
We had a similar thing in the Marines where dudes would go out and do heinous stuff.
Yeah.
I'm like, cover for me, bro. I'm like, no. I'm not going to prison. So
no. That's a farce.
Yeah. And,
about the Marine Corps. Oh, you guys are brothers. Yeah, we are to an extent.
I'll cover for you if you're like at the PX and got held up.
Yeah.
Not if you just raped a chick.
I'm not covering for you.
We had dudes doing that and like sexual assaults and stuff.
Oh, yeah.
Like, this is big. Some of them are still in jail for it.
Yeah. Good for them.
They were making big rocks and little rocks in Leavenworth or whatever they do.
They deserve it.
So, but they would do heinous stuff or they would just come up missing for weeks. But hey, cover for me. How?
No.
How about
there's no covering?
It's like you ain't a few minutes late to formation.
Yeah.
We ain't gonna do a few push-ups for this one.
No.
But this is big. But anyway, the same thing in police, right?
Right.
They'll do heinous stuff and expect you to cover for them.
They will. And at one time, now this is, we're not talking about the thin blue line of support law enforcement.
Yeah.
We're talking about the blue wall. Back in the day, old school policing, they would do all kind of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And
they had dope rings and all kinds of stuff.
and their buddy, I mean, they committed murders and they worked for the mafia in New York and they helped with murders, committed murders. I mean, in Florida, there's one police department that was rampant with gambling and running prostitution. It's crazy. It existed back then, but my own experience is, and just like the Marine Corps, you have those few people that are your ride and die, no matter what, they're going to be with you. But a large majority of them will sell you down the river for the smallest thing.
To protect that badge, right?
Like, oh, he didn't do his report last night. Okay, well, I forgot to do my report. I'll do it when I come in tonight. But the blue wall, that imaginary blue wall that everybody think exists, and cops are, no matter what, cops are going to look out for other cops. It does not exist.
Right. And nowadays, district attorneys and judges don't acknowledge it, that blue wall. They're like, hey, because there's been so much corruption, they got to nip it in the butt kind of thing.
Right.
But the thin blue line is different. I just wanted to bring up the other one because people confuse it.
Yes, they do all the time.
And, they do protect you from evil. The police do.
They do.
A lot of times they're the first ones there before medical personnel are there.
Yeah.
They can help. They save a lot of lives, and they don't get talked about enough, in my opinion.
No.
Now, they get talked about when they rough a criminal, somebody that's, got 9 felonies and they're out on, a no cash bond, and they want to go up and punch a woman in the face, and the cop gets a little rough with them when he puts the cuffs on them. They'll talk about that.
Yeah.
But they won't talk about how this other guy has 9 felonies and is abusing women.
Perfect example, Orlando, Florida. Markeith Lloyd.
Markeith. Tell me about Markeith.
Markeith kills his girlfriend, then goes, as they're looking for him, and she was pregnant, and then Markeith goes and kills a lieutenant in the police department. And then when the cops go hands-on, when they finally catch him and go hands-on with him, he comes out crying like a little baby going, "Oh, they beat me up. Look what they did to me." Okay, well, look.
Is he in prison now? Or
Yeah, well, yeah, he was convicted. He's still appealing it, but don't run around being Mr. Big Thug, being Mr. Tough Guy, and then whine like a little baby. Oh, they roughed me up.
So I've never been a true blue police officer like you have.
Right.
This is just me imagining. Can I use my imagination?
Oh, please do.
So I get called to a place where somebody has sexually assaulted a woman or beat somebody up, or there's an ongoing fight. I'm not going to pull up and get out and sit on the hood and say, "Let's talk about it."
No, you're not.
I'm going to mitigate the activity.
You are.
And I may have to, and it may turn into me protecting my own life too, doing that.
Correct.
So
domestics are the worst call to go on.
Yeah, that's what small town cops do it every day, almost, right? And they're terrible because emotions are high. You have no idea what kind of weapons are in that house, and
it's insane.
Yeah, and you don't know who's the instigator.
Nope,
they're both screaming at each other.
Yeah,
so there's blood coming out of both of them's face. So,
and there's 3 sides to a story. I don't care who you are. I don't care what your issue is. There's 3 sides to that story. If you and I get into it, there's my side, and I'm going to tell the truth as I know it. There's your side. You're going to tell the truth as you know it. Well, somewhere in the middle is the truth.
Right.
And when you get there, you have to do your investigation to figure out where the truth lies.
You may not figure it out for days or weeks.
Right.
But we got to keep y'all separated until we figure this out.
You're going to make a decision that day within minutes who the person is that's at fault.
The aggressor, I guess you'd call it. Who threw the first blow.
Correct.
On a domestic. Now, what do you think of these instances where I saw a TED Talk one time by the state trooper? He was on a drug task force type thing. He think he was out of Massachusetts. You know, Alabama, they just do traffic. Some places they're more of they do all kind of policing, and other places the state police do. And he was talking about community policing.
Right.
Okay. I think so you can't be a full community police department. You know what I mean? Because if you just do community policing, you're going to be out doing parades and shaking hands and kissing babies. But there's an aspect
a way.
of that.
Yes. Yeah. There's a way to police your community, and there's a way to just be a cop in the community.
Right. Yeah.
So
you get some places, I see them in Huntsville. I'm over there a lot down in Birmingham. You'll see cops. They're just parked up. They're just sitting there playing whatever, watching TV or whatever.
Yeah.
Community policing says they should be out shaking hands, saying hi to everybody, getting to know the people in their district.
And I did it all the time here.
Yeah.
I'd go into businesses and talk to them. I'd stop and play basketball with the kids. And
when something big happens, they'll help you.
Yes,
if
they will.
Because you're their friend now.
They will.
They'll give you inside information about.
Of course.
Hey, Johnny Bob was down here selling crack the other day.
Oh yeah.
Or he was pushing hookers, whatever. They don't want that in their streets.
No, they don't.
Most people don't. That's community policing, and that's part of that thin blue line thing. So
right.
And TV, the media has made it to the point where cops are evil.
And they're not.
They're not. I know I've got brothers from the Marines, everywhere. They're not. They're just people.
Yeah. And they're like everybody else trying to do their job.
They got a set of tasks they're trying to carry out throughout the day. And the media, I blame the media, they're awful, has made them out to be demonic almost. You know?
And that's the way the media is. They only want to report negative things.
Right. That brings me to the controversial topic. I'm going to sip a tea first.
Dum, dum, dum.
George Floyd.
Okay.
All right.
So I don't see what the controversy is. I think it's clear, cut, and dry, but
the controversy to me is that these cops got arrested. They should have maybe got, hey, don't do that anymore. But they were arresting a violent criminal who was high on, was it
methamphetamine
or fentanyl?
I think it was meth.
One of the big ones.
Yeah.
His autopsy said he had enough in him to kill a grown man.
But he was in the midst of committing a criminal act.
Mm-hmm.
That's why they got called.
Right. And the media, I won't say media again, turned this into a show.
They did. And everybody that had their opinion on those officers and their training,
mm-hmm.
I'm going to tell you from personal experience. I've worked for municipalities. I worked for state agencies, county agencies, federal agencies. I'm telling you, the knee in the center of the back was taught at all the academies that I ever attended.
They teach that at the Army Military Police course too.
It is a control technique.
Yeah.
Whether it's corrections, whether it's on the road, it is taught. If anybody says
you're keeping the place safe.
Yeah. If anybody says, oh, they don't teach that, they don't. Yes, they do.
Mm-hmm. They taught it at the Army version. So.
They did it in the 3 states I got certified in.
Mm-hmm. It's kind of we were taught if the person's non-compliant, that's your position. You know, if they're not giving you their hands and all
Correct.
those things, that you hold them till your buddy gets there and then they help you.
Correct.
So, that's a known fact, right?
Yes.
You control them. It's impossible for them to get up. We would practice on each other. And we had one big guy who was about 280. He was a offensive lineman for Cincinnati before he became an Army officer. 6'8", gigantic dude. And he would try to fight. So we just set on him. But he could still get up, but it took him a minute. So
I've been the guy on the bottom of the polyester pig pile.
Right.
I've been held down on the ground. You see me, you know me, you know I'm not a big person.
Right.
I'm a whopping 5'70", 5'7", 200 pounds right now.
Right.
I was even smaller back then.
Mm-hmm.
I was fine with the knee in the back. It's very uncomfortable, but you comply with pain.
Right. And pain and discomfort, you're going to sit there until they get you set up and all those things. But the media and then the instigators, the professional, the George Soros agitators turned this into an anti-president thing. So
right. And now this is, in my opinion, the blind leading the blind.
Everybody, Mackie here with ShadowNet Investigations. I'm the lead investigator, and I'm here to let you know that we conduct premium digital forensics. Whether you're looking to recover deleted data from phones, tablets, computers, you name it, give us a call, and we can help you out in recovering that data. Or if you think you're hacked, we have the tools and expertise to help you figure out who's hacked you and to find out how it happened, whether you need help with any digital forensic situation, recovering deleted data, hacking situations, or any questions you have about digital forensics, give us a call, 866-910-7499. That's a free consultation at 866-910-7499, or visit us at shadownetdigital.com.
Because if you look at the video where they said 29 seconds, it wasn't on his neck, and they all swear it was on
between
his
his
neck.
shoulder blades.
It was between his shoulder blades. Was not on the neck.
And he was a violent felon.
In the middle of a criminal act.
Crackhead. That's a scientific term for it.
Yes. And is known to be aggressive towards law enforcement.
Beat up women.
Yeah.
All those things.
Hold guns to their pregnant stomach.
Right.
You know.
And he got a statue.
Yes.
But also, what do you think about Chauvin? He was the one in the video with the knee on the back.
Right.
He got convicted.
He got railroaded.
Now he's got a federal appeal coming up. What do you think's going to happen there?
You know what? There's no telling at this point. I don't think he should be in prison.
Right.
If you want to investigate what happened, go ahead. But unless you're Ray Charles, Stevie Wonder, Ronnie Millsap.
Millsap.
Oh yeah, he's blind.
That's old.
Yeah, I'm old. But if you can't see that his knee was on the center of his back, you have issues. You didn't look closely at that video. You're listening to what the media portrayed happened. That's not what happened. You can clearly see it in the video where his knee was.
Now, how does the autopsy says he had enough fentanyl? He had a fentanyl overdose. Right. How does that not, if you're a jury and you hear that and you're like, well, you know what I mean? That'd bring a lot of reasonable doubt into the
absolutely. Because they were affected, in my opinion, by the media.
Because you couldn't find a jury that hadn't seen anything about it.
Yeah,
right?
you seen it. It was everywhere.
On the websites.
Everywhere. My friend in Bulgaria even heard about it. Was like, what happened?
They arrested a drug.
Yeah.
They tried to arrest a crackhead. So.
Yeah.
But he's got statues, and we got a guy in jail. I don't think Chauvin belongs in jail.
I don't think so either.
And we may get arrested over this tomorrow.
I don't really care.
I don't know. It's just
we can play that game.
We have First Amendment stuff, right?
Yeah.
So, but I don't know. They said that he's appealed to Trump to get acquitted. I don't know if Trump's going to dip his toe into that or not.
He should.
Right. It may be at the end of his term. We may see that kind of deal.
But right now, Chauvin, I think, is unjustly sentenced to prison.
Right. I think that the whole thing to me, the fentanyl overdose, that was not brought out in the media. Now, it came out in court, but
right.
And they didn't report on it. Why?
Well, because they'd rather report negative things and have uprisings in the communities over it, which is exactly what happened.
I read about it. Who's that guy? I forgot his name. Glenn Beck. I read about it. He was the first one I read about. Hey, he had a fentanyl overdose. I'm like, really? And I went and looked. He was right. It was true. And Glenn Beck, he's kind of obscure news. He's not mainline news, but he reports good stuff. What I mean? So
I think so.
All right. So that's an instance of the thin blue line breaking, right?
Yeah.
The cop got railroaded. So now what's some instances you've seen where the thin blue line worked, where they did protect people from evil?
There's a lot of
happens every minute, right?
Done. Yeah. I mean, there's cops that are running into houses that are on fire.
I've got the news on now, and you never see them talk about the many good things the police do.
No.
You might see a social media post where the actual person they helped posted and says, hey, this guy helped me a lot, or whatever, a girl.
Yeah, but that's few and far between.
Mm-hmm.
People just would rather see the negative comments,
right.
And I don't get it.
Right. I don't know. It's negative sales. Right?
There's a lot of things that officers do to help it within the community, but you don't see people running and calling the news going, hey, he just bought me $150 worth of groceries for me and my 3 kids. I did that here in little town USA.
Right.
When I was police, I didn't do it for the accolades or, them running. It was my job to help the community.
And you knew where all the people hurting were because you're out there driving around every day, visiting people and hearing the reports, all those things. We got a guy who goes to church with us. He's a state trooper.
Mm-hmm.
And I poke at him. He's a young guy. I get at him a little bit.
That's good to do.
I'm not going to say his name, but I call him ticket rider and all that stuff, But he's told me sometimes about the awful drivers that are on the, how the stuff he deals with.
Yeah.
I'm like, man, I said, I'd have a hard time not shooting them. The stuff,
it's
how
crazy.
dangerous they are, truck drivers and everything doing craziness. I got a lot of respect for what he's doing out there because they're sitting there they're by themselves most of the time.
Right.
They don't have Mr. Backup or the county helping them much.
No. And we tried to do that around here. If we heard
up at the exits or whatever.
So. Yeah. If we heard a trooper was on a call or deputy was on a call, even in, other municipalities, for me, I would go just in case.
Right.
Now, the mayor at the time didn't like that, but I don't care what she thinks. I went anyway.
Right.
So it's just helping each other in case something goes wrong. And it's not if it happens, it's when it happens.
Right. Yeah. Now, I think that police officers, and I think that blue line does represent some bravery and sacrifice there. Now, Tell me what you think about the newer police force coming up, the new ones coming in.
So honestly, I don't like it.
I don't think they're getting the best and brightest anymore.
They're not. It's like they're scraping the bottom of the barrel, which I don't like. And I've said this before on the podcast. You have officers, they get through the academy and then they stop learning. They don't want to go into constitutional law and take more law classes. And they're out there violating people's constitutional rights. It's not right. If you're going to do the job, learn how to do it to the fullest.
Right.
And I don't think they're doing that anymore. And I've also seen right here, small town Alabama, they use it as a shield to be a bully or to pick up women.
Right. I've seen that.
And they use that.
The badge bunnies.
Yeah. And they use it to follow women they think are attractive and then find a reason to pull them over and then try and talk them into going on a date with them.
Right.
Very unprofessional. I don't
dirty,
like it.
Right? So the one dirty one kills, ruins 100 good ones.
Exactly.
And the media gets a hold of that. And then
but I think these officers now, they need to continue to train in legalities.
Right.
They need to stay up on their firearms training because it's not if it happens, it's when it happens.
Right.
And I would rather be prepared than trying to look back in retrospect going, oh, maybe I should have done this.
Because you're paralyzed or dead.
Right. Because you're going to fight the way you train and you train the way you're going to fight.
Right.
But I think law enforcement is not getting a good turnout right now of candidates.
Well, look at what happens, the slightest misstep, your face is up on TV.
And I get that.
Yeah.
Because I wouldn't want to be policing right now because I would not make it.
Right.
I was one of those that, look, I'll cut you a break. Just be honest, be truthful. We'll work on something and I'll cut you a break. If you start lying to me, we're done.
We're going to the ride.
Yeah, you're either going to ride the blue chain of lightning, you're going to ride the pepper spray, you're going to take the ride to the county.
Hey, what's the blue chain of lightning?
Oh, that's the taser. I love that thing.
All right. We got tased in the Army.
Yeah, I love that thing.
It was not fun.
That's incredible.
Not as bad as pepper spray, though.
I would rather be tased than pepper spray.
It's over pretty quick. The pepper spray lasts for a few days.
Yeah, unless you go to the instructor's course, then it's not over real quick. It's repeated. So that might be part of my problem.
Right. But I didn't like the pepper spray part. It was stuck with you. Like we're sitting there in class and everybody looks like they're crying their eyes out.
Oh yeah.
It's awesome. In the morning, so
it's awesome. But I just think that law enforcement now, don't sit in your car, get out, walk around your community, get to know the people that are in your community.
I think they're scared to get out of their car.
Because there's no blue wall that's going to save you when you screw up anymore. Mm-hmm. There is none of that. Hey, we're brothers. No, we're not.
Right.
I've seen it. What happened to me here because I wouldn't lie for a substandard officer.
Right.
I found out as soon as I started suing the local town and the mayor, nobody wanted to talk to me anymore because I was going against the system.
Yeah, I think they're kind of scared to get out in the neighborhoods too.
Yeah.
A little bit. Me and you've been out I just called it what it is, the ghetto before.
Oh yeah. We've been out the hood.
We get out, walk, talk. They'll talk. They're just people, man.
Yeah. I'll talk to anybody that'll give me a time of day.
Yeah. And you got your 1 or 2% of bad out there, but most of the people are just living, trying to get through the day.
Yeah.
And they'll tell you stuff if you're nice to them.
Sure they will.
If you come up bullying them and acting like a maniac, yeah, they're not going to tell you anything.
I used to have inmates and stuff tell me all kind of stuff that was going on.
Because you treat them with respect. So
they may be locked down, but that doesn't mean they're not human. Mm-hmm. And we would talk about all kinds of stuff.
I mean, I'm not far removed from being in jail myself. When I was a young guy, I could have been just as unlucky myself.
I was a criminal when I was a kid. Mm-hmm. When I was a juvenile, I was a criminal in my neighborhood. Right. I really was. Now, I had some friends. Right. The Wallace sisters, they were awesome. They're still friends of mine today. I love them. They're like my sisters. They helped me, especially one Tammy, helped me get my head unstuck and start doing things the right way. But her dad was a cop. Mm-hmm. He wasn't playing. He hated me.
Right.
And when I told him I got into law enforcement, he was amazed. He's like, I don't know how you pulled that off.
Right.
But everybody can change from juvenile to adulthood. But you got to get out. You got to get out of your vehicle. Mm-hmm. Treat people with respect. Be kind to people. You don't have to be nice to people. Be kind to people, because you can reel that kindness back.
Right.
But the imaginary blue wall where you think all cops got each other's back and they're gonna lie and cheat and steal for each other. I'm telling y'all, it does not exist.
Right.
It doesn't.
Especially when it gets in the lawyers' hands, they don't care. So.
Oh no, they don't.
The DA and the judges. No,
yeah,
man, you're done, buddy. So.
And I acknowledge there are bad cops. Mm-hmm. There really are. Mm-hmm. And they're bullies with badges, and I get it.
Right.
But a lot of the cops are trying to do the right thing for their community.
Right. All right. All right. So, yep, I will. We're going to close it up here. But yeah, summary. We talked about the thin blue line and how the police are the protection between good and evil.
They are.
And then we got behind the blue wall a little bit, which is kind of a farce. But nowadays, it used to not be, but now it is.
Yeah.
But that's all I got, Juice.
Yeah, that's it. Talk to your police officers. If they're not getting out talking to you, you go approach them and talk to them.
They'll talk. No, they'll. Most of the time they will. So,
yeah.
But all right. I'm going to get off here, and we'll be back with another episode in just a bit.